Hey everyone, David MacDonald here from Vitality Fitness Calgary. Welcome to another episode of Q&A Thursday, where you ask us your questions and we give you answers. This week we got a great question from Nicole, and Nicole asked, how much coffee should I have in a day? And am I allowed to have cream and sugar in my coffee even if I want to lose some weight? So, a couple things here. First question, can I have coffee or how much should I have? So coffee is absolutely okay to have. There's actually some health benefits to having coffee. Coffee is high in antioxidants, and you're also better off going with a organic coffee. So coffee that's made from organic Arabica beans. So that's the first thing you want to look at. If you are going to be drinking coffee, there are definite health benefits to it. It is high in antioxidants, and you want to go with a organic Arabica bean, I can't say that, if you're going to be drinking coffee. So you don't have to do that, but in the perfect world, if you have that choice, then I would absolutely choose the organic route for your coffee beans. So yes, you can have coffee. There's absolutely nothing wrong with having coffee. There are two things that you want to consider though. Number one is how much coffee that you're having. So that was part of one of your questions that you had asked, Nicole, is how much should I have? I wouldn't recommend any more than 2 cups of coffee a day. Any more than 2, and you're going to start to become dependent on the caffeine. So you're going to start relying on the caffeine to provide you with energy. Okay, so if you are going above the 2 cups a day, you're going to create that caffeine dependency. The second thing is you're going to start dehydrating your body. So caffeine actually has a dehydrating effect on your body. You have this hormone called your ADH hormone, and when you drink coffee or you have caffeine or you have any kind of beverage that's considered a diuretic. So a diuretic is anything like coffee or alcohol, anything that actually leaches water from your body. Your body will turn the ADH hormone off and you actually start excreting water. You start losing water. So coffee does have a dehydrating effect on your body. So if you're going to be going above the 2 cups, then you are going to start risking that. Okay, because the more coffee you drink, the more water you need to drink. So water consumption isn't something that you are on top of, and going above the 2 cups of coffee a day can risk that. So I'd stick with 2 cups of coffee a day, just 2 standard coffee cups, those standard ones you can get anywhere. If you're going to be going to, say, Tim Hortons, or you're going to be going to Starbucks or anything like that, I would say 2 small coffees would be equivalent to 2 cups, or say 1 large you want to have. You wouldn't want to have any more than 1 large coffee. Okay. Now, in terms of cream and sugar, if you are wanting to lose weight, this is a way that you can cut your calories, and I would recommend cutting out cream and sugar from your coffee. For most people, that's not going to happen right away. That's a process. Okay, very few people can go from drinking a cream and a sugar to black coffee. That's a very hard transition for people to make. So what I would recommend doing is first deciding what you want to cut down first. Is it the cream or is it the sugar? So for example, if we're going to cut the sugar out, if we're going to make that our goal, we'll keep the cream in. What we are going to do is one of 2 things. Maybe we cut the sugar quantity in half. So maybe we go from a tablespoon to half a tablespoon, or we go from a teaspoon to half a teaspoon, and we make that transition. Or the other option we could do is we could start sweetening it with something else. So we could maybe add in Splenda, we could do maybe some maple syrup, some honey, some agave nectar. So we're replacing the sugar. Okay, so that's one option you could do. Likewise, if we reversed it and we weren't making sugar the goal, we were making the cream the goal, first thing you want to do is start phasing out the cream, or to phase out the cream, sorry, is you want to go to a lower fat percentage of milk. So maybe you go down to 2% milk or 1% or skim. So you start making that small change. You shift down to 2% or 1% milk. The other option you could do is you could maybe do coconut milk, or you could do unsweetened almond milk. You could completely replace the milk that you're doing with a non-dairy beverage. Okay, but for most people, probably going from cream to say 2% or 1% milk is going to be a smart change. And you want to do this gradually, because if you don't do it gradually, it's very hard to maintain that habit change. Very few people can go from A to Z and actually maintain that change over time. Most people have to go through the whole alphabet to get to Z to make those changes permanent and sustainable. So to answer your question, yes, if you can cut out cream and sugar, I would absolutely recommend that if you are wanting to lose fat. However, to make that habit change sustainable, you want to do it over time and you want to do it in phases. So for you, Nicole, if you're drinking 1 cream and 1 sugar a day with your coffee, I'd recommend either cutting your sugar consumption down or replacing your sugar with something else, or cutting your cream down to say 1 or 2% milk, or completely replacing it with something else. So great question, Nicole. Thanks so much for asking. If you guys have any more questions you want us to answer on our Q&A Thursdays, you can submit them via Facebook. You can write a comment on this Facebook video. You can also email us as well at vitalityfitnesscalgary@gmail.com. We'd love to have your questions, and we'd love for you guys to engage with us. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you soon.